EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Heinz Field. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. They'll run here with McFarland. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Gain of
23 yards on the play. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's Conner on 1st down going nowhere as he's going to be stacked up behind the line.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 29 yards. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jones with a nice burst there on 1st down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
Fitzpatrick on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, 34 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Roethlisberger. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 17-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 17, Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On play action, it's Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Bud Dupree drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things are back.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. That's Shaq Barrett, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well executed there on second down. So do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 55 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
For the point after.
And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry. He just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
First down, Tampa Bay.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Brady.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second down at 4. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 yards on the play. First down.
19.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Yards. And a Buccaneer first down.
Gabbert to throw this time. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead.
For the point after.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
10, that's a 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Rudolph. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. And his throw here's incomplete. Benny Snell, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Back to throw, Rudolph. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Sacked.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Tackled at the 25.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Gabbard. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action, Gabbard. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Buccaneers.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. From the 50, it's Rudolph. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball is thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
That's it, baby. We don't work.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2, Rudolph. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead.
For the point after.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you're doing. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
By the Buccaneers.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll Following the interception, here's Gabbert. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45. I'm coming.
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
In this game, what's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Play action now. Gabbert. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Yards to go.
And the blitz does come. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And that'll bring up second down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 41-yard line.
On first down, McFarland. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland, 59 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, it's Gabbard. He's going to air one out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Sean Davis with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
The surprise 2nd-round pick, Sean Bunting there to get a hand in.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Benny Snell, 63 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A 2nd down throw now for Gabbard. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Franklin. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the draw, this is Fournette. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
On the carry.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Play fake. Gabbard. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Lane. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first down, Rudolph. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Rudolph. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Right there, 54.
Rudolph looking to throw. On the move to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
It's a gain of
after the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Out of the gun, Gabbard. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
They go play action. Gabbard. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
Gabbard's pass.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup.
Second and 7.
Brings up
3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Coming up on second and 7. From the gun, Gabbard. And Watson has it right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Bucaneers.
Fournette, a first down carry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
Made by Devin Bush. A 3-yard pickup. Brings
From the 36, Gabbard. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Going up top for Miller. And this one is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Gabbert here again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Going deep this time for Miller. And my goodness, another interception. Sean Davis with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
54,
out of the gun, Rudolph. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now throwing on first down and completing it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
The throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Gabbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 18, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Going up top. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the 50, it's Rudolph. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Sean Murphy.
I need to get my swag right there.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Rudolph. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Devin White drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquhoun now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A strong safety, Sean Davis, there to break up that pass play.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
To throw is Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Allen. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Here we go.
Tonight's final scores.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game